And first in the news this afternoon, weeks after a violent clash between the youth of Mpatuam and soldiers guarding Asanko mine, the community remains under tension and grief as illegal miners continue to invade concessions. The ongoing incursions by the local miners are raising fears of a looming fresh conflict as ancillary mining companies recount the financial ruin in the last clash. My colleague Nana Boachi Yadon visited the mines weeks after the fatal clash and has filed this report.
The clash at Mpatuam in the Amancia West District accused the Asanko mine security of killing an illegal miner for invading the company's concession. Tension rose when family of the deceased rejected the body and the youth in the community blocked roads in protest. On September 9, 2025, an altercation broke out between the agitated residents and military personnel stationed at the site where the Abuabu Assembly member Samuel Dankwa died and 2 others severely injured. One of the injured victims remained in the hospital struggling to recover from gunshot wounds. Kofi Nyako is one of the victims still receiving treatment. He narrates how he nearly lost his life in the clash. The bus was full of armed men. They beat me up and got me injured into the state, all because I work for Asanko. They threatened to kill me, claiming that we have killed the assemblyman. But despite heavy military presence, some local residents continue to creep into Asanko mine's concession, highlighting fear of renewed clashes. Residents say galamsey operators have taken advantage of the chaos to invade mining concessions, worsening the already fragile situation.
After weeks of the destruction, with companies still counting their losses, the destruction continues. Far behind me is where illegal miners continue to operate. Just after some few minutes or few meters away from where the construction companies operate.
Meanwhile, mining companies operating in the Esase enclave of Asanko mines, including UTAG Ghana Limited, are counting their losses in the aftermath of the violence. Other companies like AKL Company Limited, Zen Ghana Limited, Bilodge Company Limited, and GTS Ghana Limited have also lost millions as buses and other valuable equipment were destroyed. George Jakba is the human resource manager of AKL. He explains the rate of destruction on the companies.
The bus has been destroyed completely with all the glasses spoiled. They set fire on it and a few places got burnt and they were able to put it off, and it is in this state of the bus. And then we have one tipper truck, and then our excavator also got spoiled.
The continuing invasion of illegal miners on lands belonging to Asanko mines has been a cause of worry. For Joy News, Nana Boachi Yadom, Kumasi.
And as well in the news this afternoon, President John Mahama is taking a crucial step towards tackling the devastating issue of illegal mining, also known as galamsey, by inviting over 50 major civil society organizations to a high-level meeting at the Jubilee House, scheduled October 3, 2025. This gathering aims to bring together experts, policymakers, and stakeholders to discuss sustainable solutions to the environmental crisis. Ghana loses an estimated 120,000 hectares of forest cover annually to illegal mining, according to the Forestry Commission, with turbidity levels in major rivers have surpassed the 2,000 NTU threshold required for effective water treatment. The Broom River alone has recorded a staggering 64,000 NTU. Now, the move, however, has drawn mixed reactions. Vice President of IMANI Africa, Franklin Kujo, insists the country needs urgent action, not more dialogue.
I think what we need right now is action, really. I mean, I don't know whether the meeting is supposed to ask us for our views or opinions as to what else to do. Frankly, I don't understand why we are meeting, but I suspect that maybe in solidarity with the President, maybe he wants to hear whatever we have to say. But frankly speaking, I think we all know what to do. And other than maybe meet and greet, I really don't know what else we're going to discuss at this meeting. Really. I mean, we've been having frank discussions ever since this matter came to a head. You recall the last administration matters came to a head. The presidency, well, we just played the insert of the former president has put his life on the line, and that was the highest point we've ever gotten to, right? Then what happened? Everything started unraveling, and now we are here again.
Now, Reverend Father Michael Kweku of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference has also stressed the need for decisive action that puts national interest first.
We find the invitation of the president a welcome one, even though I agree with my brother Franklin that action is what is most needed now. It's always good. It is always good to talk and to dialogue. Who knows what might come out? The president has called us. We will oblige. We shall be there. We will listen to him. We shall also engage and articulate what we believe is good for our country. So we will be there. I've been in conversation with my superiors already about it. A delegation is being put together, so we will be there. But what we are expecting is clear, and it is nothing different from what we have said before. We want action to save our environment, to save our life as a people, to prioritize the life of the nation above pecuniary interests.
The Parliamentary Committee on Energy has directly instructed the Northern Regional Minister to take action against power theft in the region, emphasizing the need for immediate attention and resolution to this issue. The committee chair, who gave the directive, said the theft, if not addressed, could affect the entire power value chain and change and its consequences on the country. He said this when the committee visited the region to engage with the minister and management of NEDCO to understand their operations.
The Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy's one-day tour of the area visited the Regional Coordinating Council, met with management of NEDCO, and also toured some facilities under construction. Speaking at the Regional Coordinating Council, Chairman of the committee, Emmanuel Kwesi Bejula, said power theft is a consistent complaint the committee has received, urging for an immediate action to address the challenge.
Whatever they collect, they have to pay VRA and pay Gridco. If they don't do that, VRA cannot generate, we cannot generate, and Gridco can also not transmit. And so we want to beg our people that when you are stealing power, you are depriving them from their job.
The Northern Regional Coordinating Director, Smiler Ewuntoma, said the minister is aware of the issue and has taken some measures to address the challenge.
This has come to the attention of the regional minister. And so, maybe you were not there. We invited NEDCO here at the Regional Security Council meeting to give us a presentation on their work. What the MD said came up clearly. And so the regional minister had to support NEDCO.
The managing director of NEDCO, John Okanyamwa, said they have put in some measures to help address the losses.
This year, we have been able to push, and comparatively, the losses are coming down. And it's because of some measures we have put in place. And one of them is the fact that we get up early in the morning by 5:30 to go and monitor our meters. And as you go and monitor at that time, those who did the illegal connection in the night will be sleeping. And so we go and take the evidence, and later in the day, we go and present the evidence to them, and then we take them through the process we have to take them through. That is helping our losses to come down. The loss figure we have now compared to last year or last 2 years is far lower.
Addressing the media at the end of the tour, the committee chair reiterated the concern of power theft.
I want to appeal once again to our brothers and sisters in the north, my colleague members of parliament who are from this area, to talk to their people. That power theft is illegal. it is criminal, and when we are caught, the law will take care of you.
And I'll take you back to illegal mining, where the University Teachers Association of Ghana is locked in a delegate congress with discussions on a possible shutdown of public universities in protest of the government's failure to declare a targeted state of emergency. Now, let's go on Zoom now and engage my colleague Fatau Bayaga at the Congress. Fatau, spoke to you earlier, but tell me about Professor Mamudu Akudugu, the national president of UTAG. Have they made any final decision on illegal mining yet?
So not yet. The union is yet to take a decision as to whether they will declare a strike today. The president of UTAG, he said that later this afternoon they will be holding an emergency meeting to decide whether to go ahead to declare the strike or not. But he's been talking to me about the fact that illegal mining is becoming pervasive. Many communities are struggling. Farmlands are being dissipated. River bodies are all being destroyed by these illegal miners. So it is very important for UTAG to take this decision to ensure that they force the hands of the government in, addressing this particular challenge. But he said later today they will hold a meeting to decide the way forward.
Well, but for members or teachers who are attending this delegate congress or biannual meeting, does it look like they're going to be definitely declaring a strike?
Not at all. For now, it is really difficult to tell whether they will declare a strike or not. Because the UTAG president, he in fact said that the government has taken a number of initiatives, including the Blue Water Guard initiative, also sending some officers to the various areas through NIMOS and all of that. He said these are very potent steps, but they want more action to be taken in declaring, in resolving the issue of illegal mining. But maybe later in the day, when they hold that emergency meeting, then we are able to tell as to whether they would declare a state of emergency, a strike or not.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Fatau. And away from that, $165 million. That's what the state spends on a 15-kilometer suburb railway meant to connect Kojokrom, Sekondi, and Takoradi, and yet today it lies abandoned. Stations once buzzing with passengers and goods are now rusted and silent. The gleaming gates and metal seats have lost their shine, overtaken by weeds and cobwebs. More in the following feature, Rusted Dreams.
Guys, so these are the trains brought by President Mahama. They've been here for the past 5 months. They haven't moved. Fully air-conditioned trains. So guys, so these
Ghana's dream of a working railway has remained stuck on the tracks. Even the much celebrated launch of the Tema Mpakadan service was derailed literally when a brand new diesel multiple unit crashed into a truck which had been parked right on the tracks. Accra to Nsawam line not operational. Accra to Tema line in urgent need of modernization. Takoradi to Takwa service suspended after derailment. Many others are still under construction. The managing director of the Ghana Railway Company, Dr. Michael Eje Anyete, admits the company is far from where it should be.
As I speak with you, Honorable, I know you may have heard for some time now, exactly 6 months, am I right? The railway worker has not received salary. And Honorable Minister, I am not going to blame this government. What we are seeing now is a cumulative effect. When I say cumulative effect, I know we will all understand. It didn't start from this government. But the good news is that there is hope.
But why has Ghana's railway story been on pause for so long? To find out, let's rewind.
Nananum, the reconstruction of this line, which forms an integral part of the Western Railway line, is therefore a signal of the beginning of a new era in rail transportation in Ghana.
You're watching News Today. Please stay. There's more after this. You're watching News Today. Now, in Ghana's chaotic rental market, agents are caught between landlords and desperate tenants, negotiating deals and taking the blame when they fall through. Even so, they're calling for rules to make housing fairer for all. There's more in this feature story, Blamed Middlemen.
I am a tenant. I'm looking for a one-bedroom. Joanna from Shelter Match GH is my agent. She knows the city better than most. She works the phones, she walks the neighborhoods, she negotiates, pleads and chases landlords so I can have a place to lay my head.
What's more interesting than waking up in the morning and moving around with people you don't know, a few you know, checking out their desired homes, their future homes, and helping people to get a place to lay their heads. I mean, it's an interesting job to do.
But who's an agent and why do they matter? In the eyes of the law, an agent is a trusted representative, someone who acts on behalf of another. Akapalm Anahlija in their commercial law book put it simply, the authorized or legitimate action of an agent by the principal to third parties.
What really is your major challenge as an agent?
Wow, agents.
I mean, I ask this because if you take about 10 people in Ghana, 8 of them would say that they don't trust agents.
Budget is a concern. When I say budget, I mean how much are you willing to spend on a unit? How much are you, at most? Sometimes I will say I don't have a budget, but send them a property worth an amount and there will be a concern. So I'll say budget range is also a concern because people have very higher expectations.
In Ghana's rental market, that clean legal definition is tested and often shattered every single day. Here, rent agents aren't just bridges between landlords and tenants. They are negotiators, fixers, and sometimes scapegoats.
Our fees, the fee we pay after the service is delivered, our service fee is also a concern. Our commitment fee, I think I have to use the general term because in my company, we call it a commitment fee. But generally, people call it the viewing fee.
What does that even mean? What am I committing to?
Oh, you're committing to our engagement, that's all. Yes.
Is there a standard rate or is just...
There's no standard rate. Every agent has their own amount.
Operating in a chaotic housing system with little regulation and even less protection. Blamed when landlords hike prices, accused when tenants lose money, forgotten when deals fall through.
Property owners, we've come by very, very good property owners. Some have even, over the years, become family because the moment they put up something new, they are calling you, I would like you to manage this, I would like you to take care of this, I would like you to let out this unit. So I would say that not all owners are the same, but there are some owners that have really put us through trouble. If we're able to get very affordable properties, it will solve so many issues. Now you have property owners pricing their properties so high, extremely high. Some are okay, but there are some that are extremely high. Some would want to get their return on investment within a short period of time. Mind you, this property you put out there, it took several years to come put it up. So it would also take you a few years to recoup your investments.
Now, globally, 1 in 4 children under 5 live in severe food poverty, Missing the nutrients vital for survival, growth and development, Sub-Saharan Africa bears the heaviest burden, with 57 million children affected. Addressing this crisis, UNICEF has launched the First Foods Africa initiative to improve children's first foods, food environments and feeding practices by supporting local production and access to nutritious, safe, affordable and sustainable foods, especially for the most vulnerable. Emefa Atiamwa Eli has more in this report.
UNICEF's First Food Africa, funded by the Child Nutrition Fund in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, World Bank, World Food Programme, and the World Health Organization, seeks to attract investment in medium to large African companies that meet UNICEF standards for food industry engagement. Speaking at the launch held in Cotonou, Benin, Director of Child Nutrition and Development at UNICEF, Joanne Mati, affirmed local production as central to the initiative by empowering farmers and entrepreneurs to deliver safe, sustainable first foods and build stronger food system for Africa's children.
Severe child food poverty impacts children from the wealthiest families as much as from the poorest families in our context. First Foods Africa is about foods produced in Africa, for Africa, by Africa. It is all about coming up with local solutions to address the problem of child food poverty. The first pillar is around incentivizing local production of nutritious, safe, affordable, and sustainable foods. Many of you will know that on the continent, there's a lot of talk around localization. So this agenda is fitting into that.
Deputy Global Executive Director for Programs at UNICEF, Umar Abdi, urged frontrunner countries like Ghana to tackle child food poverty not through traditional aid, but by leveraging market-based approaches that attract investment, empower local producers, and strengthen child-centered food systems.
It's a game changer. It redefines how we address child food poverty and malnutrition, not through traditional aid, but by leveraging market-based approaches that attract investment.
The First Foods Africa initiative by UNICEF marks a bold step towards ending child food poverty by employing Africa's own potential to build resilient, locally driven food systems that secure a healthier future for its children.
And that's how we wrap the news for today. I am Emefa Akosi Adeti. For more news, though, do log on to myjoyonline.com. Thank you for watching.